girls, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to Mizari Loves Company. Now I know how to pronounce some of their names, so I shouldn't mess up now.
Right.
The remaining townspeople need to keep their morale up, and good food leads to more efficient fighters. You actually have a point. You're really good at noticing things like that, aren't you? I remember you even saved Mizari and I from being swindled by that crooked merchant when you studied his body language. Well, if you've been traveling for as long as I have, you tend to pick up on those kind of things. And I think that's really cool. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Is it just me or is Nuri suddenly showering Merrick with compliments? I don't need to study anything to conclude that she's acting all weird.
Huh?
What is it, Mizari? You've been staring at me for a while now. You're being weird and flirting in front of me. It's nothing.
What do you think?
We still have some time left. Not left. Some time before we're supposed to meet with the mayor. Would you two like to take a look around town with me? Let's talk to the mother by the road, go straight to the mayor's house, listen to the villagers. A pair of villagers seemed to be whispering loudly to each other. I hadn't intended on eavesdropping, but what they had to say sounded too important to ignore. I heard that the demon general was seen in the enemy camp yesterday.
What do you think?
So it's not just a rumor then?
No.
Fortunately not. The border patrol spotted him more than once.
This isn't...
This isn't what, man? What were you trying to say, man? Hell's going to break loose soon. I don't know how to pronounce that. or say it correctly. We'd better get ready in case we need to evacuate.
And so?
I don't think we need to do that. Have you seen all those mercenaries in the pub? With them, the Royal Army and the militia? The town will be just fine. I'm not taking chances though. Mercenaries don't come cheap. Even if we succeed, our town's coffers will be sucked dry. And what value is there in staying in a town that's doomed to fail, one way or the other? You're being way too pessimistic. And you're being stupid. If you hadn't realized that almost everyone else is gone. If your head wasn't up in the clouds, you'd see that the only other ones left are those who can't leave, the poor, the sick, and those families who are taking part in the battle. We're lucky we don't fall into any of those categories. Let's just go and pack already.
What the?
The demon army's general? This battle might be more dangerous than we first thought.
We can't give up yet.
Bro, is there enough of us to fight against them? I'm kind of worried over here. All the more reason for us to participate. This town needs as many pairs of hands as it can muster. I'm honestly a bit worried that the town's economy will be damaged by this, and all of the remaining citizens are losing hope and leaving one by one. This doesn't bode well for the future of this area. Mizari, if we don't win this battle, there won't be a town to worry over after the fact. And you know we can't fight for free, even if the whole place is doomed to become a ghost town afterwards. It can't be helped. The town isn't the only place that the demon army is likely to attack in the coming months. It's not the only one facing these kind of problems. The entire Royal Army had to be split so they could cover multiple locations of interest. So these smaller towns needed the help of mercenaries now more than ever. That fact won't change no matter how much we wish it. Even if that means letting the small villages who can't afford to hire us fend for themselves. It somehow felt like Merrick knew more about the situation than he was letting on.
Well...
We should get going.
Right.
I think that's enough wandering around. Let's head to the mayor's house.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go see Mayor. That's not...
Greetings.
Mayor, you're in this hotel? Or motel, or inn, or whatever they're calling this? Allow me to wholeheartedly thank you for all your cooperation. The mayor looked really worn out. The poor man must have had his hands full with trying to protect his town and its people.
And so?
As we have agreed the advance payment of 10,000 gold coins have been prepared already, we will receive the rest at the end of the week. Once the contract expires, we will then decide if we want to renew it.
Thank you.
I understand. Thank you for your patronage.
Thanks.
No, we must thank you for accepting our request, even in the most dire of circumstances. I believe you have heard the rumors already, but a battle may break out at any moment, and as such, I suggest that you begin your battle preparations at once.
Goodbye.
We will. Thank you for your time, Mayor. After respectfully bowing to the mayor, the three of us headed back outside. The sun had just risen, but a thick tension was already blanketing the entire area. Soldiers and mercenaries clogged the streets, each with an expression of mixed anxiety and anticipation. How many of these people will be hurt? How many of them will I be able to save? Will I be too late once again?
What do you think?
Where to now?
We're in this together.
Let's go back to the inn. As the mayor suggested, let's prepare ourselves for what's to come.
Yes.
I agree. We should prepare ourselves. But what is this uneasy feeling in my chest? It's like I'm being watched. No, that'd be crazy, right? Maybe. The three of us went back to the inn. Nurui and I headed straight to our room, while Merrick went to his. As my friend rummaged through her belongings for spell books she could use, I stood still, just lost in my own thoughts. As one would expect, Nurui noticed a tense silence and gave me a concerned look.
Huh?
Mizari, is everything okay? Oh, no, none. Siri thought if I was asking her if she was okay. Oh gosh, I really don't know. Are you frightened of the demons? Her face was tight and serious, but I knew she wouldn't judge me, whatever my answer would be. I bit my lip as I realized I was just making her worry about me once more. If there was one thing Nuri valued, it was honesty. I had to be honest with her as possible, even though I hadn't sorted out my feelings. I'm not afraid of finding the demons, but I am scared that I might freeze up right when I'm needed. I'm so terribly frightened of putting you and Merrick in danger because of my own shortcomings. Contrary to what I expected, Nuri just sighed, her expression changing to one that suggested there would be hell to pay if I tried to interrupt her. Alright.
Don't fret.
Mizari, you may be the most meddlesome and naive friend that I have, but I also know that you're compassionate and stubborn. You would never turn a blind eye to those who need your help. You can be pretty wishy-washy, but when the push comes to shove, you just go and act without thinking twice. Your hesitation in battle doesn't stem from a lack of focus, but from the fact that you see life as something sacred. I must not have looked convinced because Nuri sighed once more before swiftly changing the topic.
Well,
I trust you, Mizari, and I'm pretty sure that Merrick feels the same way. I can fully risk my life in battle, knowing that you've got my back. It's been the same routine since day one. I blow things up and you go to fix them. I couldn't help but giggle. Her speech was so heartwarming right up until the end. Nonetheless, I had to admit, no doubt, that it might have been what I needed to hear. There, that's better. You're just not your regular self without a cheerful, goofy grin on your face.
this is...
My smile isn't goofy. But thank you anyway, Nuri. I promise that I won't let you or Merrick down. I know. I'm positive that you'll do great work today. Now hurry up and get ready. The battle may start at any minute, so we should be prepared. Anything could happen. You're right. I better stock up some medicine too, just in case.
See you later.
You do that. I'm going to take my stuff downstairs. I'll see you in the lobby, alright?
Yes.
I'd had doubts about my abilities ever since I was a child. It was inevitable that I had my fair share of regrets and insecurities. Above all else, however, my companion's trust was everything to me. If it was for them, I knew I had to be brave and fulfill my duty without hesitation. I won't let anyone else die, not if I can help it. A few hours had passed since we'd gotten prepared for a battle. As Merrick had suggested, we were patrolling the town, hoping that our presence might lift the few remaining citizens from their somber, frightened moods. But doing this only made me realize the gravity of the situation. I could feel the anxiety and hopelessness creeping back into my soul. I knew I needed to get a hold of myself, not only for the townspeople's sake, but for Nuri and Merrick's too. They were counting on me to help them if they got into a bind. My thoughts suddenly flashed to visions of what the world would have looked like if it hadn't been spared the cruelty of war.
This is...
Well, that's just straight up creepy. It's the sound of the alarm. The demons are invading the forest.
I won't hold back!
The battle is starting. Let's go, Mizari! Nuri!
Yes.
My daydream was drowned out by the sound of a loud ringing bell, which sounds creepy, by the way. which I also believe it's louder than my voice. And editing me has to lower that down. My body moved of its own accord, passing through the town that could very well become ruinous at any time. Despite the lack of a sense of duty and fostering will, I would definitely stand beside my friends. I would protect them at all costs. With that in mind, I rushed into the middle of the ensuing battle. It had been hours since the battle started. As dusk began to settle into the sky, I followed my group as closely as possible while trying my best to tend the wounded. But even with the power of my healing magic, I couldn't prevent the deaths of some. However, I had no time to mourn or wallow in regret, as the fight was raging on. Every passing second, my companions were still in danger of being assaulted.
Merrick, this spell will take some time to cast. Cover me, please.
You can count on me.
Completely in sync with each other, I watched as... Okay, these sound effects are real loud. At least in my ear. Completely in sync with each other, I watched as Nuri blasted away a couple of enemies with a powerful fire spell while Merrick protected her back. Between Nuri's powerful magic and Merrick's flawless sword techniques, the enemies fell one by one. It was in that moment when my companion's victory was assured that I caught a glimpse of looming death.
Narui! Merrick! Watch out! Ah!
What happened? The light from what I presumed to be a powerful spell seared my eyes, and I instinctively ran away from the point of impact, hoping that Nuri and Merrick had also gotten away in time. I hope so. Walking around blindly was a risk, but it was still safer than remaining in one spot. I was distracting myself from what could potentially be a fearsome mage, after all. I learned enough about magic to know that the flash from before was no ordinary simple spell. Could that have been the work of a demon? I have heard that there are powerful spellcasters within their kin? Assuming it's kind. But...
Ow.
Hello? Dirt buried itself into the scrape of my knees, stinging harshly. Heal yourself! Of course, I had expected to be eventually tripped from stumbling about, but it was extra embarrassing because I tripped on my own other foot. That's great. Oh, thank goodness my vision is returning. I tried to sit up, but an unknown force gripped my... Hello? My whole body and stopped me from moving.
What?
What's happening? Why can't I move? No one's holding me down. I have no injuries. Could it be magic? Oh, he's cute. Oh my god, his chest. Hello? He is beautiful. As I contemplated my predicament, I was lifted into the air. She looks pretty as hell here. The last bit of my sight finally returned to me. Yeah, I would have preferred to stay blind than have realized the incomprehensible situation I found myself in. I was being carried in the frighteningly muscular arms of a horned man with long black hair. A demon. I'm being held by a demon. Despite the soft expression on his face and the gentleness with which he carried me, I felt fear grip in my heart. What's he doing? Where is he carrying me to? What does he intend to do with me? Can my girl not talk? Struggle to get free? Do nothing? Will I become a prisoner of war or a slave just like this and those rumors about humans being forced to serve? She can't move though! Serve demon masters. No. Or maybe I'll become a sacrifice to their gods. What am I going to do? I don't think you can struggle to get free, but let's go ahead and do that. Wait, Mizari, calm down. You've learned about paralysis? Paralyze? God, that's a simple word and I can't read it. Spells before, just focus and you can undo it. Got it. I moved my arm and I connected a swift punch to the demon's chin. Oh, he is so cute though. To be honest, the demon lost his grip on me and I found myself tumbling onto the hard ground. The air in my lungs escaped right as a jolt of pain ran through me. I was hurting both in my body and mind simply from the effort it had taken to break free from the restraint spell. Little by little, I suddenly found my consciousness drifting away.
Sorry about that, Your Highness. I didn't expect Miss Hiller to be so feisty, though I should have been more careful regardless. If she's as skilled as they say she is, knowing how to dispel a curse is second nature to her.
Wow, this accent!
I'll try the spell a second time while you tend to that swollen chin of yours.
What kind of accent is that?
All right. I'll leave it in your capable hands.
Demon Man sounds cool too. He's cute. No, I can't. I can't give up here. Nuri, Merrick, are they alive? I have to make sure they're safe. Because are they alive? Okay, if the demo ended there, I would be real salty. Meanwhile, on the other side of the forest. Okay, they're fine.
Mizari! Mizari, where are you?
It's unlike her to suddenly disappear like that.
Hey, these two their connection will be closer now. I'm out of the picture.
The demons are retreating. We should split up to look for her.
Yes. Mizari, please be okay.
Wow, my clothes changed. Well, where am I? My memories of the last few minutes were hazy, and I found myself in a strange new place. Wait. I like her outfit prior. It looks cool. And this is cute, so I guess it's okay. Panic filled my mind the moment the memories started flooding back. The battle in the forest, getting separated from Nuri and Merrick due to that light, and then being captured by the enemy. But am I truly being held captive? I'm inside a spacious bedroom, not a dingy prison cell. I'm not even chained up or tied down. My dirty clothes have been changed, but there isn't a single bruise on my body. What in the world is happening? Try to escape the room, stay and wait patiently, or look out the window. Honestly, I would look out the window. I decided to take stock of my surroundings, starting with the vista outside the window. But as I approached the glass, I knew it would be hopeless. It was all darkness as far as the eye can see. Well, that sucks. I could see, sorry. It was so unnatural. Even the darkest of nights, one should at least be able to see the silhouettes of nature from the moon's light. It was like this special darkness smothered even the tiniest of lights, however. I shivered at what I saw, but I couldn't peel my eyes away. The image of complete blackness was burned into my mind, screaming at me that I was lost in a place that would likely become my grave. Horrified by the thought, I left the window and buried myself in the bed, as if hiding and crying would make everything go away. I've never felt this helpless before, and there have been a lot of trying times in my life, but I've always had the support of my family and friends. In this weird place, though, I have no one. Nuri, Merrick, I hope they're doing okay. Were they looking for me? How much time had passed since we've been separated? It was seemingly already the middle of the night, so I'd been gone for at least an hour now. I bit back my tears as I tried to overcome despair. It would do me no good to mope around. I'd be betraying both Nuri and Merrick's trust in me. Somehow, someway, I had to get out of this predicament. The demons hadn't shown themselves yet, but I needed to be ready for their demands. The thought of the demons' potential intentions left me with a sickening feeling in my stomach, but I hardened my resolve. I swear that I'll get out of this damn place, even if it's the last thing I do. I spent a couple more minutes musing on my dire situation before I heard someone knock on the door. It opened soon after, revealing a demon woman with vibrant purple locks and hazel eyes. Oh, is she the one with that accent? The accent that I don't know where it's from. She looked quite unlike the demons from my imagination, for she wore a gentle smile as she approached me.
Hello.
Oh, she's not gonna talk some more? I want to hear her accent. Hello dear, my name is Mimi, and I am a loyal servant of the Demon King. I hope you had a comfortable stay so far. I was taken aback by the woman's kindness, but I knew better than to take these pleasantries as a guarantee that everything would be okay.
What?
What do you want from me?
I apologize.
I'm afraid that it's not my place to explain everything, but if you kindly follow me, I will take you straight to the right person. The demon named Mimi started to walk, so hastily I followed her. I couldn't trust her, but it was better to look for answers than stay trapped in my comfortable prison. Mimi led me down a long hallway, which was unbelievingly empty for a castle. I noticed a few servants along the way, but aside from some curious glances, they didn't seem threatened by me, not like I was by them. Soon enough, we arrived at a huge open room. If not for the dim lighting and bleak atmosphere, it surely would have looked gorgeous. I mean, he's pretty gorgeous. A large throne sat in the middle of the floor, and a demon wearing a fanciful garb was sitting upon it. Ooh, he's cute too! He is cute too. To his right, another male demon stood guard, watching me with an intense gaze. The demon's cold purple eyes were like ice, but I could feel the burning rage hidden beneath its glare. I shivered as I approached the throne, wondering what I could have done to earn the ire, or I assume ire, of this particular person. The man sitting on the throne was so different from the other two demons. I thought I recognized him as the one who picked me up in the forest, the one who had immobilized me with that paralyze spell. Paralysis? Paralyze? It's not paralyze. Paralysis skill? Eh. He had a serious yet neutral expression as he studied me. Although it wasn't full of malevolence, his steady gaze was mysterious and somehow more frightening than anything I had witnessed before. But anywho, this is where we're gonna stop for today's episode. We are now captured by the demon, and I'm pretty sure next episode should be the end of the demo. Pretty sure. I don't know what else they're gonna throw in here for us to curveball around here. But we've lost our friends, Mizari and Merrick. But hopefully my disappearance brings them closer together, and then they develop some kind of love feeling thing. But anywho, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.